Boom! Did I scare you? Well, probably not. But you know what is scary? This. That's right, it's all fun and games until you can't touch your toes or you hurt yourself because you haven't been doing your mobility work. But I'm going to show you how to use this to make sure that you don't look like this. Oh. So without further ado, let's show you how to use this bad boy. Everyone in the fitness industry has told you all about these things, but no one ever tells you how to use them properly. So a lot of people end up just doing something like this. Or this. But if you want to see how you actually use this, it's a lot slower, but a lot more efficient to actually pause when you find a knot or something that feels kind of uncomfortable. So let's go ahead and hop down here and show you exactly how to use this. We're going to start with the most common places, starting with our hamstrings. So if you're foam rolling your hamstrings, you want to start at the base of the knee, right below it, and then work your way up to your butt. So you're going to brace yourself up by putting one foot flat and then use your hands to push yourself up, slide down. If you find any spot that feels kind of tender or kind of like a knot or anything, you're going to go ahead and cross your legs and put some pressure on it. You want to hold this for about 30 seconds now. So after about 30 seconds, you can find another spot. Okay? Now if you don't find any spots, that means your hamstrings are good and you can move on to your next leg. Go ahead and repeat the process. And don't find any spots, you can move on to the next part. The next spot that almost everyone needs to foam roll is their IT band. That is something that runs from the base of the knee all the way up here. It's chronically tight on almost everyone. So you want to start by bringing one leg over, have the leg that you're foam rolling straight, and start about at the top of the hip. From there, you can brace yourself with one arm or with both hands. You're going to roll up slowly until you find a knotted area. Once you do, cross your legs, put some pressure on it, and hold it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the magic number, okay guys? You want to make sure you're holding it for at least 30 seconds. That way you can get the myofibril release, which is why you're doing this in the first place. And then you're going to go ahead and roll some more. See if you find anything else. If you don't, flip it over, do the other side, okay? You can also do your calves the same way. The way you foam roll any part of your body is going to pretty much follow the same premise. Find a knot, hold it for 30 seconds, and then move on. Now, this is also going to be a good guide for you. Now, whenever you're doing your upper body, the story still stays the same. It just feels a little bit more awkward because you can actually foam roll just about everywhere. So if you're foam rolling your back, you want to start at the base of your pelvis. You actually want to round up and roll down and see if you find any knots. If you find a spot, relax down on it and just hold there for 30 seconds. This is actually the one most people like the most. Now, a lot of times you won't have to foam roll your middle back as much as you will your lats. The lats are the spot where most people are tight whenever it comes to the back. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to have one arm, the arm that of the same side of the lat that you need to foam roll, straight out. And you're going to start about your armpit and then slowly roll up your body. See if you find a spot. If you do, once again, hold it for 30 seconds. If you don't, move on to the other side. Now the last place I'm going to show you, somewhere that most people need to foam roll more often than not, is their chest. Our chest is always tight because we're always bent over doing something on a keyboard or playing on our phones or something like that. So the way you foam roll your chest is you're going to lay on the foam roller. You want this longwise like your body, and you're going to start about at your shoulder. You're going to roll away from it and actually rotate away as well. See if you find any knots there. If you do, just hold it for 30 seconds. Go ahead and hit the other side. Now, it's important to take note of where you foam rolled and where you actually felt any kind of tightness. Because the spots that you felt the tightness and the knots at, the spots that you actually needed to foam roll, those are also the spots you need to stretch. And these places can change daily, so it's important to keep up with this kind of thing as often as possible, especially if you're someone who lifts a lot of weight. This is basically going to be your golden ticket to figure out exactly where you need to work on as far as mobility goes. And it doesn't take that long. About 10 minutes a day on this, and you'll be able to lift and tie your shoes for a long time. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, stay dedicated.